Tonight's winner of Auntie's Jingle Contest TM is Factory Technician, 3rd Class Genie Thirunavu Karasar.
Performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in affecting my monopoly.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical... What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
An intricately crafted, multi-phase marketing initiative that will introduce Auntie's Choice to the rest of the galaxy and establish the foot. It requires a series of daring, almost impossibly set...
Whole thing's a load of bunco. Calculatory claptrap from a bunch of over-educated know-nothings who were so smart. Go ahead. Tell them who to...
With pleasure! The archive on Cloister analyzed millions of variables with bazillions of permutations to create an idealized path for total competitive domination.
Some oversized computronical doohickey, mapping out key corporate strategery, just all as you please, based on what? We're Auntie's Choice. We know what motivates people better than they do. Real marketing is gut-driven. It's not something you think about, it's something you feel. That is, convince someone to feel. Just leave the big picture ideating to us savvy executives, Ameliorator. Our top-tier expertise is only acquired through experience and...
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important? Fine. Auntie... Oh, do tell. I hope you gathered supplemental materials and recruited the scientist as well. Well, got what we needed. Sometimes a body count can't be helped.
Better in the ground than in our enemy's employ. Nice work.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology, and that will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable? But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology. Oh, good to know, good to know. Excellent. Well, here's your reward. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader.
Your preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yeah. Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? Well, I appreciate the clarity, if not the lack of guile. For now, I suppose we'll remain uncomfortable, but do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees Well now, time's wasting. Do you know the archive on Cloister, the moon-sized computronic contraption? We seized the archive from the Order and held it for a while. Its computronic capabilities were quite useful after a considerable...
You will no doubt recall, it was responsible for creating the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan, our current operations manifesto.
That old hat again.
Whether or not I yet have full confidence in the strategies it devised is presently irrelevant. Regardless, I want it back under our control as soon as possible.
Protectorate forces occupy the area. All of them.
Yet, a skilled operator like you could lead the charge. Slip in where a larger, less cost-effective little sabotage, some well-timed calling of reinforcements once you retake Spireton. Voila! The Protectorate are gone, at a fraction of the projected price otherwise. And if you have some calculations you want to run on it first, fine. Our goals align. Just sure it'd put you on the Order's bad side. Permanently, hostilely, but I'm certain you're prepared to accept that. Who cares if a bunch of bookish academics are mad at you, right? Splendid. Pull this off. You'll be handsomely
Exactly the kind of surgical operation I recruited you for, and all eyes are upon you.
I can meet you there once you've breached its defenses. Call on me, if and when you need.
Splendid. You have a reasonable amount of my
Moment of your time, Commander.
Look at you. On time. Is it time to begin our assault? Or you want to let Spireton languish under the... All right then, we're ready.
I'm taking cover. Someone
Our
else take the
reinforcements
shot.
ought to be along. Eventually.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Target analyzed. Head down.
Got a distraction for you.
Number charging. Multiplicator at ready status.
Take time, Commander.
Check your scope. Combatant analysis. Combatant scan. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down.
Back in my sight.
fall. Target analyzed. Gun weapon ready, Commander. There. By my reckoning, that was the last one.
You there! You need to leave. Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into merged with the rift. By being thrown in. No, we're not unthinking fools swayed by superstition. But this is a wondrous time, friend. Our name was not chosen at random, and they are once again active after laying relatively dormant for years. The end of our tortured existence is not. I don't know what to say to that. Is that good? I need the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in,
Did I hear something about manipulating the rifts, Acolyte? That smacks of fault. And you. You may be able to fool an Acolyte, but I'm not as easily flummoxed. In what way can you possibly manipulate that? Yes, of course it does. Makes, come. Prove to me this device can do what you say. Then I will decide. But let me assure... I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion towards your claims, but consider my interest piqued.
Why is the hierarchy the outsiders to the rift?
Something great import is afoot. No one gets escorted to the rift. Is it time for sacrifices? When's our turn?
Acolyte Martin said he heard them talking about a device that can change the nature of the rift.
It's preposterous. This is some tomfoolery in hand. Come, follow me.
I am happy to obey the dictates of our leaders. I am loyal. I am happy to obey the dictates of our leaders.
If you can indeed control the rift, as you say, that changes things. It could force us to
I have a
rethink
fix
our
on their
understanding of
weaknesses.
the rifts. But we are nothing if not truth seekers. We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim. Gods! This should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you. You're serious? Let's not do anything rash here. We will give you no more trouble. Acolytes of the glorious dawn, prepare. We leave this place within the hour.
abides.
Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider a strategy. Not a bad start, but we should consider calling down backup, too. Many hands make for light, slaughter.
Well, we took Spireton for them. If we can find a stealthy way to the Spireton lift controls on this side, we can call them to send down troops.
For their assigned work, report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
Happily.
Feeling distracted? Feeling on the job? Mental refreshment centers are...
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill.
Troublemaker approaching!
Not a
Hey
sound.
there. Feels like it was.
Back to it.
Hostiles near.
Got the lift working, did you? Aren't you an industrious one? Once you give the all clear, we'll head down to aid you. Message received. On the way.
Reckon they're earning hazard pay for this?
For profit! As if our careers depended on it!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Got a distraction for you. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a frame.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Always trained.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Forgive me, I found myself...
Oh, you poor man. I sincerely hope we don't have to shoot you.
I am the Archive's current operator. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize if you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to I would pass the Caduceus on to you. In exchange for granting me safe by all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate. No. Capitulation, I can stomach. Collusion, I cannot. I refuse to assist you. All right. I am here. You are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned. You may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Calcaduceus detected.
Is there a protectorate
Alternative
cure to
operator
this
postulated.
house?
Concluded.
I feel rather...
Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the universal equation numeric. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that my tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation. A means to effectively convey for my express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expense, to maximize the needs of our society above, to attract the most consumer.
A little percussive maintenance might not be out of place here.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities. But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harm? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate, and I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch card. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional...
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat-detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Alas, it's not charged. I'm batting scared.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Combatant observed. Yeah.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way, though.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor control. Perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You! What in the name of the matriarch? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks. What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time... And it was in the Protectorate's possession? What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Could it activate any additional functionality that could help us? Oh, during the Order's assault, Protectorate, I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Wonderful. This may be the most promising possibility. I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just...
I see an unfriendly source. Check enemy light just turned on.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, Sovereign.
Hostile spot.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate alerted. Abundance and sponges. Go through if necessary.
I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the wrong side of a frame.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
That somebody?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Do try to limit further damage.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
No target.
Shutting them down. Torpification in progress. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Avoid is that?
Investigation! Data breakdown permission for export to the Army.
Back to scan.
At the data gateway station nearby.
Business opportunities.
Appears the only way forward is to skill across ungainly children.
Got a distraction for you!
Negative. Recharge incomplete. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
That cover spot looks much better.
Go for fortification.
The storage brick is on its way.
Is a fellow feeling distracted?
Come back,
Daydreaming on
Cynthia.
the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to
Ought to hire the Protector for demolition work. You're quite the go-getter. I had half your gumption.
Boss is waiting for you inside.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift.
Processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The tremor cleaver.
Let's hit up the reactor next. I've got to see the heart of this beast.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next?
Investigating hostile
archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work, mainly via the reactor's backup security.
Reactor reinforcement doors sealed.
Turret settings or ceiling reinforcement doors. Either's fine by me. Not a bad idea to take advantage of the supply caches needed, if you're needful.
Could enable that fire suppression system we saw earlier.
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed.
That automech is enormous. How is that practically not in
Got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Hopped up on sugar, no doubt.
Dictates reroute all disruptive influences.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Silence their lines.
You've suffered extensive damage. Locking them down. Trifurcation in progress. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Here I'd worried our data brick wouldn't arrive. Resorting to violence.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
Looks like we could ride this down if we get it moving.
Got my lamps on an
Standing by to stupefy.
This place is odd.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
I sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate processing. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned,
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages.
make the paradigm real, and fashion a true workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting command.
We need to resolve this, or we'll never get that rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
The priority control access nook must be through those doors.
Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. Foster
Dependence. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service bit. Knew you'd come around. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net. Stop and consider. What would your net... Why? You don't want your rivals to win. Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable... Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Time to process the Rift data. Finally.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? Well, perhaps we will discover a means to capitalize on the ascension of humanity. Rift data processing complete. Results provide. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contain flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9%. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Got what you needed, right? I saw through the window. Looked like quite a time. Time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. Let's have it. Hand over the Calcaduceus. Oh, yes, that'll do. Look at that. Nice, sturdy design. We should start selling these things.
Yes, hello. I believe, together, we can discover a means to capitalize on the path to humanity's ascent.
Never thought of using the Order's hoity-toity ambitions to turn a profit. But suppose it's all about selling weight. When you're all done here, head back on the Undisputed claim. We'll discuss your next assignment.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
Heck law. Hot shower?
This month's winner of Auntie's Jingle Contest TM is Factory Technician 3rd Class Janie Thirunadu Karasar, who submitted the following on...
Look who it is. Finally back from the field. All hail the securer...
Work. Keep at it and I'll invite you up to my office for a face-to-face. We've had our people studying the personality you left the archive. It has an interesting perspective. Its whole people first bit I don't completely. Guess you're all in with us now. The Order are dead to you. Or, more specifically, they want you dead. Anyhow, onward and upward to the next piece of business.
Archive again in our gainful control and our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan well underway. It is time for the next démarche.
A peculiar group of brand loyalists are attempting to rebuild the name recognition of Space's Choice, and they're causing us a goodly bit of difficulty. We must eliminate all unauthorized use of our marks and labels, and ensure no other formal rivals feel compelled to betray our merger. The retirement of their brand is wholly necessary.
They have their own ship. They have their own supplies. They could have run or just hid, and we'd never need cross paths again. Instead,
They signed their own death warrants the moment they crossed Auntie. Just took a while for the bullet to get there. Because...
Either you can do it and further advance yourself in my esteem, or we'll hire someone else, and you can return to a life of unlucrative obscurity. These holdouts have taken refuge in a hard rock mine dug into an asteroid called Broken Knee. I leave dealing with them entirely to your discretion. My only concern is that they are dealt with permanently.
Which is precisely why we've delegated you.
we possess an informant among their rank, one of their guards, who grew tired of their empty
Our informant will meet you at the landing pad at Broken Knees. He'll provide you all the details when you see that you do. When it's complete and...